I started by placing the cups in the number shapes that I wanted on the poster boards. So since he's turning 30, I decided to make the number 3 on this poster board, and then the number 0 on this poster board. And I got all my cups from the Dollar Tree. They came in a pack of 16 for $1.25, so that was pretty good. You can do any numbers you want. Since 30's requires quite a bit of cups, I had to do 2 poster boards, but I'm going to plan on putting them together once I'm done putting the tissue paper on it and gluing the cups to the boards. Next thing I did is I grabbed one of the cups and I placed it on the tissue paper, and I got this tissue paper from the Dollar Tree. I decided to go with white just because I'm going to make a picture out of it once I glue all of the cups to the board. I haven't necessarily decided what I'm going to go with yet, but I am going to use markers and color the tissue paper in a certain picture, so I think it'll look really cool once it's all put together. But to do the outline of the cup, I put it on the tissue paper, I traced around the rim of the cup with a pencil, and you could kind of see the other circles where I traced around it. Since I have 30 cups, I'm going to have to do a little bit more, so you'll need the exact number of cups that you decide to do. And once these are done, I'm going to cut out a square on the cup. I decided to make it a little bigger just so I could form it to the rim of the cup, just so I'm able to glue it down so it sticks a little bit better. So when he goes to punch through it, it doesn't just come off. Since he's turning 30 this year, there's going to be 30 gifts total, so I went ahead and numbered out 30 on a piece of white paper, and I already cut out the number 1 just because I already put it in the cup. But I'm going to cut each of these out and fold it in a tiny little piece of paper just so I could put them inside each cup, and then put the tissue paper on top, so when he punches through, he's going to grab one of the numbers out of the cup. And this is kind of what the finished product looks like. So there's the tissue paper that I cut out. You could kind of hear inside the cup where the paper is. The number 1's in this one. And then I went ahead and glued the rim of the cup. Once I glue them out of the poster board, I'm going to go ahead and color them with markers. I haven't really decided, like I said, what I'm going to go with yet, but I'm going to do something pretty cool just in a different shape or design kind of form, so I will show you guys what that looks like when I get to it. So as you can see, I cut out all the little numbers and I'm going to fold them into little squares. I realized I somehow forgot 11 and 12, so I went ahead and wrote those out on 2 pieces of paper, and then what I'm going to do is I'm just going to fold them into little squares. And then for each of them, I'm just going to randomly place them in each of the cups because I want it to be a surprise gift that he's going to grab. So fold each of the papers, and then you're going to plop it in one of the cups, just so when he goes to punch through, he's going to be picking a random number in each of the cups on the boards. And then that number is going to correspond to the gift that he's going to choose to open first. So I just wanted to show you guys how I attached the paper to the rim of the cup. So what I did is I cut out the square of the paper after I outlined the circle of it. I'm going to first put the paper inside the cup, and then the paper goes right on top of the rim of the cup, and I'm just kind of fold the paper down around the edges. And then after I'm done with the folding, I'm going to place glue around the rim of the cup on the outside of it, and then just push the paper onto the cup and it'll stick. And I already showed you the final product, but this is what it's going to come out to look like. Putting all the paper on the cups, and then I placed the cups on each of the boards. So I formed a 3 with 15 cups on this board, and then I formed a 0 with 15 cups on this board. So as you can see, it's in the form of 30 now for his 30th birthday. I'm going to go ahead and glue the cups onto the boards and then decide on a theme that I want to go with to color it. I just finished coloring all of the cups for the number 30. I decided to go with Pokeballs just because he's a really big Pokemon fan, so I just randomly picked some colors that I thought would look cool together, and I decided to color them with Crayola markers. It was a little hard just because sometimes the marker would poke through the paper, so I had to be pretty light when I was pushing on it, so it might make it easier to color them before you put them on the cups, but this is the final product. As you can see, it says 30. I'm going to go ahead and glue them to the boards now. So now that all the cups are glued together, I could stand them up so they can be seen. I just used hot glue, just with my mini hot glue gun, and now I'm going to glue the boards together, and they are almost done. Here is the finished product. It says 30. I'm gonna go ahead and wrap all the presents now and put them in a little pile so that when he punches through, he'll be able to pick the number that corresponds to the presents. In the next part of the video, I'll show you guys what it looks like when you punch through one of the cups to get the little mini thing out. So I got a lot of the gifts boxed up for the board. I decided to cut out some construction paper to put the numbers on them 1 through 30 and just tape them on the board. I went with the same colors, kind of scheme-wise, as I had on the board. I just didn't use black just because I'm going to write the numbers with the black Sharpie. I still have purple to do, but my cat's laying on it, so I'm going to wait on that for a second. And then I will show you what it looks like when it's completely done. This is how the final poster turned out. We just put it in our living room and then all of the gifts right next to it. So as you can see, the numbers are right on them, and today is the first day he's going to open one of them. So super excited about that. Thanks. I went ahead and made an extra cup with a piece of paper inside of it, just so I could show you guys what it looks like when you punch through the paper and get the thing out. So when he decides to pick one of the cups on the board, all he's going to do is he's going to poke a hole in it and grab the paper out and then open it up and see what number it says. And then he will pick the cup that corresponds to the number. Hope you guys enjoyed my video and look forward to making more for you guys in the future. Thanks!